After literally years of hype, buildup, and speculation, Big Navi is finally here. This is the RX 6800. This is the RX 6800 XT. They are set to take on NVIDIA's 30 series Ampere graphics cards head on, and I am definitely excited to get them out of the box and take a look at them. Looking for a classy way to keep that CPU chilly? Check out Be Quiet's new line of Pure Loop all-in-one liquid coolers. Featuring an innovative inline pump for reduced noise and vibration, the Pure Loop comes in 240, 280, or 360mm varieties and feature Be Quiet's legendary Pure Wings fans. They're user-serviceable with a quick-access fill port, and the brushed metal block top and white LEDs keep your system looking sharp. Check out the link below or head to BeQuiet.com for more information. So while unfortunately today we are not going to be able to show you thermal and performance data for these two cards, at least we could get them out of the box, give you guys a better look at them, and, I don't know, maybe speculate as to how they might perform thermally and acoustically. Soon enough, though, we will be able to run some numbers, and I would recommend that you get subscribed to the channel so that you don't miss it. So I have already cut the seals on these, but I haven't had them out of the box yet. So I am just as excited as you guys are to see what is actually in here. Let's start with the 6800. We'll move the XT off to the side, and we'll get this out of here. The box feels pretty heavy. There we go. All right. So we've got uncompromised 4K gaming, AMD Fidelity FX optimized, 16 gigs of memory, and PCIe 4.0 ready. That is definitely something that AMD is pushing here, and they rightfully should. NVIDIA caught a little bit of flack for only having 10 gigs of VRAM on their RTX 3080, and honestly, 16 gigs is a big selling point for a lot of people, especially if you're doing 4K gaming or high texture packs or anything like that. This is definitely something that you could consider as being a benefit to these newer AMD cards. This is just, I guess, a little cardboard thing. Oh, and there's the card. Boom, right there. I don't know if this is the retail packaging or not. Yeah, this thing is heavy. It definitely looks like it could be. It's just foam in a cardboard box, so it definitely could be. I don't know if this is anything special for reviewers. But here is the card itself. It's not really that big, but it is definitely hefty. It definitely feels really well built. The entire thing, I guess that's plastic. That's metal, and then that's metal too. So mostly metal construction here. And we have the 3 fans that we knew we'd have. And this same kind of design that we knew that it would have. So basically, I wonder if AMD is gonna catch any flack like NVIDIA did with this kind of bump out into the fin stack, which might sort of cut off the airflow from the fans. I don't know how much it matters. I mean, obviously you can do a direct test where you take the shroud off or something like that and find out exactly what the difference is going to be, but it definitely does block at least some of the air. So if that is something that is of a concern to you, maybe look into partner model cards. But here is the back plate. You could see the retention mechanism, and look at all of the caps back there. Look at the AMD was like, well, we saw what happened to NVIDIA. We're just gonna put all of the caps onto the back of our card and just solve that problem that way. But it looks like the back plate actually comes off in 2 pieces. One of the things that AMD stipulated here was we weren't allowed to do any kind of teardown. So unfortunately, I can't take this apart for you today. But looks like you unscrew this and then this piece comes off, and you unscrew this and this piece comes off. So I wonder if there's something under here that is specifically in need of attention at some point. Who knows? I mean, we'll find out soon enough, I guess. But the backplate is metal. It's a nice silver matte finish. It's got the Radeon logo over here. And then it wraps around to the side of the card, and that's kind of continuous along here too. So it's a nice design aesthetic. I definitely think that it is pretty understated, with the notable exception, I guess, of this red trim. Now, this is going to be a love it or hate it affair. If you have a case with some red accents, then this is definitely going to be something that you'd be interested in. Also, it looks like this Radeon logo will only light up red. It looks like it is shine through, but it is tinted red. So I don't think that you're going to be able to get any kind of, color matched aesthetic out of this. If you have a system with red accents, this will work. If you don't, it might not. But, you know, I think that overall it is pretty color neutral, with obviously the exception of this edge, which is unfortunate because this is the leading edge of the card, especially if you have it installed in a traditional way. As far as display outs, I'm a little bit surprised they don't have one more display port or one more HDMI. But to be honest with you, how many people actually need more than 3? Not many people. And I mean, obviously we have a USB-C over here as well. So that's your display outs and the Radeon logo here. Surprised that there's no venting on the end of this card. So that is the 6800. It looks pretty good. It is definitely a lot heavier than I thought it would be. But let's set it aside and let's take a look at its big brother. So this box is definitely a little bit bigger. I wonder if the physical size of the card is going to be the same or if it's going to be bigger also. So that is magnetic. That's pretty cool. There's like 2 magnets in the top flap here that kind of stick themselves on there. That's pretty neat. Welcome to the Red Team. You've joined a select community with an uncompromising passion for premium gaming. That shared desire is at the heart of everything we do. It's why we've engineered the fastest AMD Radeon RX graphics cards ever to deliver a powerful gaming experience. Have fun, AMD Red Team. You know, one thing that I am always confused about whenever a new product comes out is why companies feel the need to say this is the best iPhone ever or the best graphics card ever. Like, yeah, we know. Like, otherwise, why would you be releasing it? I don't understand. It's better than last generation. Yeah, that's pretty clear. But we have the same like packaging, the same spiel over here on the left, the same little cardboard thing that comes out. And there's the graphics card. Looks kind of the same size, actually. So I wonder... Oh, it is thicker. Again, not sure if this is the retail packaging or not. It is pretty nice packaging, but I'm not sure if that's what you guys are going to be getting. So here it is. Here is the 6800 XT, and it looks pretty identical, except it is noticeably thicker and definitely heavier. These are both really, I guess, really well built. Or they feel really well built because there's just, I guess, a lot of heatsink material here. And it's not as egregious when you look at it from this angle, whereas this little bump out blocks a good amount of the fins. This bump out doesn't, because this is so much thicker of a space, and hopefully that will help with thermals. Another thing you can see is this Radeon logo looks like it's RGB, or at least it's a clear shine through, so maybe it's white. But at least this way you could get a little more, you know, color match to the rest of your system. But other than that, these cards are the exact same length and width. They both have 2 PCIe 8-pin power connectors. They both have the red Radeon trim. And the only difference is this card is like 2.5 slots. The 6800 XT is probably 2.5 slots versus the 6800, which looks like a straight dual slot card. Same fan arrangement. The design on the shroud is a little bit different. So you have this like X design here where you have these little wavies over here. It's basically, you know, it looks very similar. You still have the silver in the middle. And then the backplate design, again, is the same. So you have the cutouts here that you can remove, I guess, to get access to the components on the back of the PCB. And then you also have the same kind of wraparound silver design at the end of the card. So that's pretty cool. They look good. I do hope that they're going to perform a little better acoustically and thermally than their AMD's last triple fan reference design card, which was the Radeon 7, and I had all kinds of problems with that one. They feel more solidly built in that card, and I'm hoping that the dense fin array is definitely going to help with thermals. Yeah, here they are. Let's quickly take a look at a size comparison here. So we have the 6800 XT, the 6800, the RTX 3090 Founders Edition, and the RTX 3080 Founders Edition. And you can clearly see that the 3090 just dwarfs them all. The 6800 series cards are much more quote unquote reasonable and easier to fit in a case. And they also both only use two 8-pin PCIe power connectors versus a lot of aftermarket Ampere cards needing 3. Now, I did write AMD an email and asked them if I could pop these onto a bench and just show what they look like running and powered on. And if they said yes, then you will see some footage right now. And if they said no, you will see me talking to the camera right now. And this is about it. So I'm really hoping that they actually let me show you guys footage of these running. If not, you'll see it soon enough. So what do you guys think of the 6800 and the 6800 XT? Make sure you leave a comment down below and let me know which one of these you might be leaning towards as far as a purchase in the future. Do you think these are going to outperform the NVIDIA Ampere cards? Do you think the price to performance is going to be better here? Or do you think maybe even just availability will be better, allowing you to buy one of these versus the 3070 or something, which you really can't? I'm definitely going to be curious to see which one of these is going to be the better seller. I have a feeling it's going to be the 6800 just because it really fits in a price and performance sweet spot right now. But having a card for AMD that competes with NVIDIA's high end is not something that they've had in a very long time. And I am really excited to get both of these on a bench and see how they compare. So make sure you get subscribed, stay tuned to the channel for that, and it's coming very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching, guys. As always, I really appreciate you stopping in and taking a look at the new RX 6000 series graphics cards from AMD, and we will see you in the next video.